My girlfriend said, I caught feelings for someone I met out of town. These things happen. I asked, while dating me? She said, be mature about it. I replied, I am. When she returned from her feelings trip and saw the letter taped to the door, the one with a name she never expected, she nearly collapsed. I'm Ryan, 30, and I learned that be mature about it is code for let me do whatever I want without consequences. This is about the weekend my girlfriend went to explore her feelings for someone else and the letter that was waiting when she got back. I'd been with Hannah for 3 years. We met through mutual friends, started dating seriously after a few months, moved in together after a year and a half. The relationship was solid, or so I thought. We had our routines, our inside jokes, our plans for the future. I genuinely believed we were building something permanent. About 2 months ago, Hannah started traveling more for work. She was in sales, covering a territory that sometimes required overnight trips. I never thought much of it. Trusted her completely. She'd text me updates, call before bed, send photos of whatever city she was visiting. Everything seemed normal. 3 weeks ago, she came home from a trip to Portland acting different. Distracted. Checked her phone constantly. Smiled at messages I couldn't see. When I'd ask what was funny, she'd say just work stuff and change the subject. Last Tuesday, we were having dinner when she put down her fork and said, I need to tell you something. My stomach dropped. Nothing good ever follows that sentence. Okay. I met someone. In Portland. We've been talking since I got back. I set down my own fork. Talking. Yeah, just talking. But I caught feelings. Real feelings. I didn't mean for it to happen, but these things happen. While dating me. You caught feelings for someone else while we're together. It's not like I planned it, Ryan. Feelings don't work that way. They just develop. So what are you saying? You want to break up? She shifted uncomfortably. I don't know. That's the thing. I need to figure out what these feelings mean. If they're real or just a temporary thing. And how exactly do you plan to figure that out? He invited me to come visit him this weekend. Just for a few days. I think I need to go. To see if there's actually something there, or if I'm just caught up in the excitement of something new. I stared at her. You want to go visit the guy you caught feelings for to see if you want to leave me for him? Don't make it sound like that. That's exactly what it is. I'm being honest with you. I could have just gone behind your back. But I'm telling you the truth because I respect you. You respect me so much that you're asking permission to explore a relationship with someone else while still dating me. Be mature about it, Ryan. People catch feelings. It doesn't mean anything. I just need to figure this out. I am being mature about it, I said calmly. She looked relieved. So you're okay with me going? I didn't say that. I said I'm being mature about it. What does that mean? It means I'm not going to scream or beg. I'm going to let you make your choice. And then I'm going to make mine. She didn't like that answer, but didn't argue. Just went back to her phone, probably texting Portland guy about her upcoming visit. That night, I lay awake thinking about 3 years together, about trust and respect, and what those words actually mean. About the casual way she'd announced she was going to spend a weekend with another man to figure out her feelings. The next morning, Hannah booked her flight. Friday to Monday. Long weekend with Portland guy to see if their connection was real. I'll be back Monday evening, she said. We can talk then. Sure. You're being really calm about this. I said I'd be mature. This is me being mature. Friday morning came. Hannah packed a bag, did her hair and makeup with more care than she usually did for work trips. I watched her get ready. This woman I'd spent 3 years with, preparing to go test drive a replacement relationship while keeping me on standby. I'll text you when I land, she said at the door. Okay. Are you going to be all right? I'll be fine. She kissed me on the cheek. Actually kissed me goodbye before leaving to spend the weekend with another man. Then she left. I waited until her Uber was out of sight. Then I started packing. Update 1. I spent Friday systematically removing my belongings from our apartment. Clothes, books, electronics, anything that was mine. Loaded it all into my car, made 3 trips to my brother's place where I'd be staying temporarily. By Friday evening, my stuff was completely gone. The apartment looked noticeably emptier, but Hannah's things remained. I hadn't touched anything of hers. Then I sat down and wrote a letter. Took me 2 hours to get it right. When I was done, I printed it, put it in an envelope, and taped it to the front door where she couldn't miss it. The letter read, Hannah, you asked me to be mature about your decision to explore feelings with someone else while still dating me. I'm being mature. Here's what that maturity looks like. I've moved out. My things are gone. I will not be your backup plan while you test drive other relationships. I will not sit here waiting to see if I measure up to Portland guy or whoever comes next. You said these things happen, like catching feelings for someone else while in a committed relationship is an unavoidable natural occurrence. Maybe for you it is. But that's not the kind of relationship I want. You were right that you could have gone behind my back. You didn't. You told me the truth. I appreciate that honesty, even though what you were honest about is unacceptable. So here's my truth. We're done. The apartment is yours. I've paid my half of rent through the end of the month. After that, you're on your own. I hope Portland guy is everything you're hoping for. I hope the feelings you caught are real and lasting and worth destroying what we had. Be mature about this. Ryan. P.S. I called your mother this morning. Told her everything. She wanted me to give you a message. She's disappointed in you. That last line was the part I debated including. But Hannah's mother, Diane, and I had become close over 3 years. She'd always treated me like family. When I called her Friday morning to tell her what was happening, she was livid. She's doing what? Diane had said. Going to Portland to see if she has feelings for some guy she met on a work trip. And she told you this? She actually told you she's doing this while still with you? Yeah. Asked me to be mature about it. There was a long silence. Then, Ryan, I'm so sorry. This is not how I raised her. This is not acceptable behavior. I know. That's why I'm leaving. Good. You deserve better than this. And Ryan? When she comes back and realizes what she's lost, tell her I want to talk to her. Tell her I'm disappointed. So I included it in the letter. One last emotional gut punch from someone whose opinion actually mattered to Hannah. I taped the envelope to the door around 6 p.m. Friday. Then I drove to my brother's place and tried not to think about what was happening in Portland. Update 2. Hannah texted me Saturday morning. Good morning. Portland is beautiful. Weather is perfect. How are you? I didn't respond. Saturday afternoon. Everything okay? You haven't texted back. Still didn't respond. Saturday evening. Ryan, you're being childish. I told you I'd check in. The least you could do is respond. I blocked her number. Sunday. She tried calling from Portland guy's phone. I didn't answer, but I could see the voicemail notification. Didn't listen to it. Monday morning, I got a text from my number from an app. She'd figured out how to get around the block. I'm flying back this afternoon. We need to talk. This weekend made me realize some things. I didn't respond to that either. My brother asked what I thought those things were. I told him I didn't care. Either she realized she wanted Portland guy, in which case my leaving saved us both time, or she realized what she was giving up, in which case it was too late. Monday evening around 7 p.m., my brother's phone rang. Hannah, calling from our apartment. Can you put Ryan on? He's blocked me everywhere, and I need to talk to him. He doesn't want to talk to you, my brother said. Jake, please. This is important. I need to explain. Explain what? That you want to spend the weekend with another guy while dating my brother? He told me everything. There's nothing to explain. He left. He moved out. Everything's gone. Good. He should have left. And he told my mother. My mom called me crying. Do you know how humiliating that is? Not as humiliating as your boyfriend leaving you because you chose to date other people while still with him. I wasn't dating anyone. I was just exploring feelings. Same thing. Look, Hannah, Ryan's not coming to the phone. He's done. You made your choice. Live with it. He hung up. Looked at me. She sounds pretty shaken up. Good. Final update. Over the next week, Hannah tried everything. Called my work. Showed up at my brother's apartment building until the doorman threatened to call the cops. Sent emails, social media messages. Even had mutual friends reach out on her behalf. The message was always the same. She'd made a mistake. Portland guy wasn't what she thought. The weekend made her realize what she actually wanted was me. Could we please just talk? I didn't respond to any of it. 2 weeks after her trip, I got a different kind of message. From Diane, Hannah's mother. Ryan, I wanted you to know I spoke with Hannah. She's devastated, which is appropriate given what she did. She keeps saying you overreacted, that she was just being honest about her feelings, and you punished her for honesty. I told her she's delusional. You don't get credit for honestly telling someone you're about to betray them. I'm sorry my daughter put you through this. You were always too good for her. That message meant more to me than any apology from Hannah could have. 3 weeks after everything imploded, Hannah sent one final message that actually got through because it was an email to an old account I rarely checked. I know you won't respond, but I need to say this. You're right. What I did was unforgivable. I don't know what I was thinking. I got caught up in the attention from someone new, and I convinced myself that exploring those feelings was somehow honest and mature. It wasn't. It was selfish and cruel. I came back from Portland ready to tell you it was a mistake, that I chose you, that we could move past this. Then I saw the letter, saw that you'd already left, saw what you told my mother, and I realized I'd already lost you before I even got on that plane. I don't expect you to forgive me or take me back. I just want you to know I understand now what I threw away. I hope you find someone who values what you gave me, someone who doesn't need to catch feelings for strangers to appreciate what's right in front of them. I read it once. Then I deleted it. It's been 4 months now. I found my own place, smaller but entirely mine. Started focusing on work, on hobbies I'd neglected, on building a life that doesn't involve waiting to see if I'm someone's first choice. Hannah, from what I've heard through mutual friends, is single. Portland guy wasn't interested in a relationship apparently, just liked the attention. She tried dating a few people, but nothing stuck. She still lives in our old apartment, paying full rent now, probably walking past the spot where that letter was taped every time she comes home. I don't feel victorious. Don't feel vindicated. Just feel free. Free from someone who thought be mature about it meant accepting disrespect and calling it honesty. The letter taped to the door wasn't revenge. It was clarity. She wanted me to be mature about her exploring other relationships. So I was. I maturely removed myself from a situation where I was being treated as optional. And the part about her mother? That wasn't cruelty. That was consequence. Hannah thought she could explore her feelings without affecting anything else. Thought our relationship existed in a vacuum where her choices only impacted us. Finding out her mother knew, finding out her mother was disappointed, that brought the consequences into other parts of her life. Made it real. When she came home and saw her name on that envelope, saw it was her mother's name in that letter, I'm told she went pale. Nearly collapsed right there in the hallway. Because suddenly it wasn't just between us. It was family. It was public. It was permanent. She wanted to explore feelings. She explored them and lost everything else in the process. And I walked away knowing I'd never be someone's backup plan again. Edit. People keep asking if I regret telling her mother. No. Diane and I had built a relationship over 3 years. She deserved to know why I was suddenly gone from her daughter's life. Hannah doesn't get to control everyone's narrative just because the truth makes her look bad. Edit 2. For those saying I should have heard her out after Portland, considered counseling, given her a chance to make it right, I respect your perspective but disagree. The moment she booked that flight to explore feelings for someone else, while still dating me, was the moment our relationship ended. Everything after that was just paperwork.